Let's see what's around the next bend.
To think, I only had a single Stibbons to deal with when the day began. Oh, you see what I'm dealing with? How can I return to the Zonmir and set things right when I have my hands full simply keeping all these Stibbonses under control? No, that would be ridiculous. My Stibbons, the real Stibbons, is still mucking about in the Zonmir. That's where I left him after he triggered this curse. I went to get help when one of these duplicates followed me to the shrine. Obviously. They just keep coming. From the Zonmir, it's some sort of side effect of the curse. The priest of the shrine insists that an outsider caused this, so an outsider needs to fix it. Now we... Oh, bother. There were 7 Stibbonses last time I checked, but now there are only 6. One of the duplicates is missing. They don't listen any better than the real Stibbons. Will you find it and bring it back here? I'll try to keep the rest contained. Thankfully, these duplicates lack even Stibbons' pitiful amount of drive and coordination. It shouldn't have wandered very far. Once you find it, you need to induce it to return. Try mentioning my name. They seem attracted to me for some odd reason. Don't we all? I'll tell you what I can, but much of what's happening is a mystery to me as well. Probably because I haven't had my afternoon tea yet. Stupid manservant. I'm only certain about what they are not. They aren't illusions, and they aren't exact copies of Stibbons. They could be constructs of some kind. They don't eat, drink, or sleep. But a construct of Stibbons, and a poor copy at that. Whatever. I have no special insight into the minds of these things. About the only thing they seem the least bit interested in is, well, me. And no, I have absolutely no idea why they... Please, I'm sure Stibbons is just dithering about somewhere in the Zonmir without a care in the world. Any excuse to get out of a day's work. He is by far the laziest, most infuriating manservant in all of Tamriel. So far, there are the 6 you see here, and the one I need you to locate. Each of these emerged from the Zonmir after an interval of time. I expect that if we do nothing, more will appear.
This is a great area for harvesting.
must find Master must be free.
I was sad to hear about the troubles in Silent Mire.
All right, you Stibbenses! Attention!
There's no place safe.
Yes, Laurent.
Oh, Clarice, what hardships you must endure. Finally! One Stibbens is bad enough, but a gaggle of them? It's like trying to herd cats. Oh, but where's the duplicate that sniffed goo? That makes no sense. Are you quite certain? No matter. I've had enough of this nonsense. I managed to get these duplicates under a modicum of control, but they seem to be rejecting my commands. A master? Other than me? That's it. Whatever curse Stibbens contracted, whatever these duplicates are, and whoever this master is, they have raised the ire of Lady Clarice Laurent. Come on, we're go. Back to the shrine. Niswo Samars knows more about this than she's let on. If she won't talk to me in anything other than riddles and proverbs, maybe she'll talk to you. We need to make her tell us how to... Just so we're clear, I need you to talk to the priest. She's become rather cross with me and refuses to tell me anything of substance. Let's see if you have better luck with her than I. They'll be fine. How much trouble can 6 Stibbenses get into? Unless they start exploding too. But that's a chance we'll have to take. Now, come on. If we don't break the curse, gods only know how many more duplicates. We're off! Stibbenses, stay here. Understand? Stay!
Yes, Laurent. Stibbo, stay.
What's new?
Back again, dry skin, the claw that finds the jug vial.
Save the platitudes and talk to my associate priest.
Very well. She may have more hair than scales, but the dry skin is clever. You have not violated any of our customs, so we are not bound by strictures with you. We may talk of the Zanmir and the curse that has befallen the shiny-headed, scaleless one. The legends say that a dry-skinned sorcerer entered the Zanmir long ago, when my people were foolish enough to live in such places. He sought a path to immortality. He unleashed dark magic that seeped into the swamp and nearly destroyed all life. The shamans of the region banded together. They managed to seal the sorcerer away, deep in the Zanmir. But then this dry-skin and her shiny-headed slave arrived. They damaged the seal. Now the sorcerer seeks to completely break it, and the shiny-headed one is the sorcerer's prisoner. He serves as a template for the sorcerer to make more servants. Servants that will stop at nothing to break the seal. Curiously, the long-haired dry-skin seems to distract them from their duty. You and the long-haired dry-skin must set things right. I do not know how, for we have no interest in the place of stone. You and the long hair must figure this out. Go quickly, and know that, succeed or fail, Sithis will have us all in time. Legends say the sorcerer came from a distant land, that he enjoyed poking at roots that are better left buried. Beyond that, we have done our best to forget him. The secrets that he sought are dangerous, both for those with scales and those without. With the seal in place, the Zanmir was just an empty pile of stone. Now that a portion of the sorcerer's power is free, I fear his malign influence has corrupted the once vacant halls. I suggest you be on your guard and ready to... There are many of them, are there not? Let the duplicates fend for each other, while you and the Longhair return the Zanmir to how it was before she arrived. From what I have seen, I expect you will...
A sorcerer? Now that's something I can work with. I'll meet you in the Zanmir. If you insist on following me, then step lively, Stibbenses. I told those duplicates to wait in the hut, but did they listen? And that door back there, it was open when we came through the first time. The broken seal lies in that direction. I suppose it's good the duplicates followed after me. The duplicates are the key, as it were. I did a thorough study of this hall. One of the side alcoves contains a floor plate, a switch, I believe. When the doors were open, the switch wasn't important. Now that the defenses have been engaged... Oh, I'm certain of it. Just get a duplicate to stand on the floor plate, and the doors will swing open. A confident command should be enough to get a duplicate to obey you. Just keep the command simple. Yes, they activated as soon as the seal was broken. Though whether they're the Zodmeers or the sorcerers, I have yet to determine. Oh, and be aware that the duplicates are afraid of water. You'll need to figure out how to entice them across. Have you seen the prank the locals play on one another? They get a friend to stand within a circle of flowers, then they kick a nearby vine tongue. The vine tongue reflexively grabs anything inside the circle. Perhaps we can use that here. Command a duplicate to wait in that nearby circle of flowers by the water's edge. Then go and give that vine tongue across the way a good swift kick. With any luck, the vine tongue will reach out and drag... And people wonder why I consider myself the smartest person in the room. Once across, command the duplicate to follow you to the floor plate, the one with the blue fire. Then tell him to wait there. Once he's on the plate, the door should open.
Stibbo, I'm coming. No water for Stibbo. Stibbo, stay here.
I think I have an idea. Have you seen the prank the locals play on one another? They get a friend to stand within a circle. Command a dupe, and people...
Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, stay close. Wet? No, Wet, no! Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, no follow. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm waiting.
Well, that did something, but not what I was hoping for. Nothing is ever simple when it comes to Stibbons. Why should I have expected anything different from these pale imitations? Even if the floor plate didn't open the main door, it does seem to have unlocked something. Look how the blue fire blazes. This switch unlocked the door closest to it. I need you to proceed into that section of the Zonmir and find the floor plate that opens the main passage. While you seek the switch that unlocks the main door, I'll study these carvings. I recognize the iconography. If I can translate it, maybe we can learn more about the sorcerer and the curse we're facing. Then take a duplicate with you. I have more than enough to spare. And you'll need one if you come across another floor switch. Just look for the blue fire. Otherwise, don't be concerned for myself.
Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, no follow. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, stay here. Here comes Stibbo. Wait for Stibbo.
Walk the halls of the sorcerer Octavius.
Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, I'm coming.
Seek to stop my escape. Fool! You shall serve alongside the one who calls himself Stibbins.
Come and take us!
Stibbo, stay close.
You stop learning, you stop growing. I don't intend to ever stop learning.
Stibbo, stand here.
They've got you!
Here comes Stibbo.
For glory!
Stibbo, I'm waiting. Oh, wait for Stibbo.
I'm not afraid of you! What can I do for you? What's on your mind?
Stibbo, wait! Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, no follow. Wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, I'm waiting.
Whatever you did in the south wing didn't unlock the main doors. But it did open the door to the north wing. I suppose I'll have to send you and the duplicates there next. Whatever you did in the south wing caused the ancient mechanisms in this Zonmir to stir. But instead of unlocking the main doors, I heard the definite click of a lock sliding open by the door to the north wing. Did you find anything else? Sorcerer Rectavius? Yes, that's the name mentioned in the carvings. Actually, the entire tale is quite fascinating, if I'm understanding it correctly. The ancient Gel language is nearly impossible for anyone who isn't Argonian to comprehend. Only a rough translation, mind you. To cheat death, the sorcerer transferred his mind into... well, the literal translation is death mud. What we who know such things call a voroplasm. Not how I would choose to spend eternity, but I detest goo. Unclear. When all else fails, I err on the side of excessive violence. I still have a section of the carving to translate, however, and I want to figure out what this Rectavius wants with Stibbons. In the meantime, I have another task for you. Enter the now accessible north wing and look for more floor plates. One of them must open the main doors. And take the remaining duplicates with you. Goodness knows Stibbons excels at standing in one place. Is it any wonder that... Such as? We know he's talented. It takes a great deal of magicka, applied with precision, to transfer one's essence into an alien form. He's also quite insane. What's the point of living forever if you're nothing but a ball of ooze?
Stibbo, follow. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, stand here. Oh, wait for Stibbo.
Nice haul. Are you stuck or choosing to remain still?
Stibbo, no follow.
Always ready to help.
Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, stay close. Here. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Here comes Stibbo. Here. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo no like water. Stibbo no follow. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, I'm coming.
keep our eyes open for a tavern where we can spend that.
Oh, wait for Stibbo.
Still you persist, and you use my own puppets against me. Such audacity will not go unpunished.
Close.
Stop it right now, and perhaps I'll let you live.
Oh, wait for Stibbo. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, no follow. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, I'm coming. Stibbo, hate wet. Here comes Stibbo. Stibbo, wait. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, I'm coming. Oh, wait for Stibbo. Stibbo, I'm waiting. Stibbo, stay here. Stibbo, follow. Stibbo, stay close. Stibbo, stand here. Stibbo, no follow.
There you are. We need to talk. Whatever you and the duplicates did, it worked. The main doors unlocked with an audible click. Before we rush in and attempt to deal with the sorcerer, we should discuss our options. I discovered something unsettling in the ancient carvings. According to my very rough translation, we can't simply repair the seal and lock away the sorcerer again. The Argonians employed ancient rituals that I know nothing about. I doubt the local priest knows them either. This all happened so long ago. I only see one option. We're going to need to slay the sorcerer, or destroy the blob of goo he occupies. And I'd like to accomplish that without killing my manservant. That reminds me. I think I understand the purpose of the duplicates now. It's ingenious. As a ball of slime, the sorcerer can't break the seal or free himself. The Argonians made sure you needed hands for that. So he grabbed Stibbons and used him as a model for his mindless servants. Instant hands, as it were. We need to get Stibbons away from Rectavius and cut off the source of the duplicates. Then we need to destroy the voroplasm that contains the sorcerer's essence. That should break the curse. Based on the information contained in the carvings and some logical assumptions, I believe the sorcerer needs hands to finish breaking the seal. Hands he gave up when he opted for gooey immortality. Interesting question. We've seen that most of the duplicates swarmed around me for some unimaginable reason, and you ran into a few corrupted versions. It appears that no matter what form Stibbons takes, he never quite seems to get the job. Ugh, how revolting. We must be getting closer to the sorcerer's lair. So much muck! Stibbons' first task upon rescue will be a deep scrub of my boots. We need to get... This is it. The sorcerer should be trapped beyond that door.
Attack! got a knack for stumbling across those things.
Meated bones is mine! I shall be free!
There, Stibbins! Inside that thing! The Sorcerer's Shield! We need to destroy it! The shield! Keep at it! The shield is down! Get Stibbins out of there while I keep the voroplasm in place. Tell me you're unharmed. Not here. Let's return to the first hall.
As you say, milady. My lady, I must apologize. I seem to have mucked everything up again.
Yes, but I've grown accustomed to your antics. Besides, I had a very capable assistant. Well, that was an unusual adventure. Puts things in perspective. After all, nothing drives home the realization that one manservant is more than enough, like an abundance of Stibbins. I shudder to think about all that goo, though. I would say so. Of course, it will take time before the sorcerer's magic fully dissipates. And I'm no expert on voroplasms. I suppose he could pull himself back together. Eventually. Here.
Well done, Lady Laurent. I sense the curse has been broken. Even now, I feel the last vestiges of the sorcerer slipping away. Except for what remains in the shiny-headed one, of course.
What? That's ridiculous. I'm fine. My lady safely extracted me from the blob of sorcerer.
The sorcerer's goo lingers, like nose slime on a hatchling's claw.
Oh, goo! Shoo, shoo!
Stibbins, I won't tolerate muck in my manor house.
The champion has arrived!
Never thought I'd still be alive to see the end. Yet, I don't know where I'll go, but I can't stay here. Bandits destroyed my home, cut down my family, and took everything I had. How can they do this? If they were Imperial rats, I'd understand. But fellow Argonians... There's a warlord named Nazosa moved his people into the nearby ruins. They come every so often and demand our food and supplies. Then they beat us when there's nothing to hand over. Some try to fight back, but without our protectors, we're no match. We call them the Winds. The bandits killed one, and the others refused to leave their isolation and help us. Perhaps you could convince them? An outsider's voice may change their minds. No doubt the village will reward you if the Winds see reason. You're the first bit of hope I've seen in a long while. I don't know if it'll work. Talking to the winds can't hurt. Go see Noozle, near the center of the village. He's overseeing the wounded from the last attack. He'll know what to do next. I must. I know it's shameful to abandon your tribe, but staying means too much pain. I see visions of my mate everywhere. Not real ones, just memories. Starting fresh, well, it won't wash away visions. But what else can I do?
Monsters? Villains? What's the trouble?
A stranger... A stranger wandering through stone wastes. Have the scavengers arrived to pick the bones of our village? If that's why you came, well, there's not... yes. She told me about her plans to leave us. Can't say I blame her. When that total Zilnek of a warlord Nazosa moved his people into our ruins, shadows crept upon us. At one time, we had protectors to keep us safe, but no more. Those are them, the legendary Four Winds. They defended our village until one day they had some big argument. After that, they disbanded. 3 moved to the outskirts of the village, and 1 stayed. She died during a raid by Nazosa's people. Good, good. Slivers of bright sun might poke through this storm with your help. Let's start with Elosi, the sudden gust. She lives on the outskirts of town in a hut to the northwest. I should join you so that she doesn't kill you on sight. Of course. Makes sense you would want to know more. The Four Winds have always wandered this region, defending villages from bandits and such. Ever since our ancestors erected the first hut, 4 warriors with unique skills have roamed the marsh. No. When the wind dies, the title passes to another of their choosing. There is a big celebration with drinks and dancing. And little bonding, if you understand. We treasure the Four Winds. I do not know why they abandoned us. Well, I already mentioned Elosi, the sudden gust. She glides upon her prey better than the quietest hackwing. Then there is Mirta, the Zephyr Eternal, a practitioner of old Argonian magics. Not very sociable, so do not let him get to you. Otumira, the unrelenting gale. Stronger than an ox and tougher than a Hajmota. Fun at parties, too. A much nimbler dancer than you would expect. Then there was Satulsa, the steady breath. The only one to stay here and protect us. But no more. When those bandits first came to raid our village, she fought them off easily. We thought that was the end of it. But soon they returned, and something had changed. They cut her down like a rotted tree. We have not been free of them since. As a guess, I would say they are Lutilio, sharp-eyed people. A petty tribe who revel in preying on other Argonians. They build nothing, but have no problem leeching off others to survive. May their spirits never find dirt. Oh, he is a vicious, cackling hyena. The first time I saw him, I swear, his eyes were as black as a well. Quick with a blade, too. He made the first blow when Satul Sa fell. Well, I used to be the local blacksmith. I do good work, nothing special. But it keeps the village doors from falling off and the tools sharp. Since Nazosa, though, all I can do is patch up the injured after a raid. There is nothing left to smith. Of course I have, Ojel. Do you think I can see the wreckage of my village and not feel a fire in my gut? But I am no warrior. I am a smith. It is good to know who you are, even if it brings limitations.
That should come in handy.
And we're off. Don't worry about me. I can keep up. Here's Elosi's hut. She may not be home, but let's check just in case. Doesn't look like she's home. Let's see if we can figure out where she went.
Did you really defeat the Daedra Balrith blindfolded?
I like campfires. They attract interesting people.
Nowhere to be seen. But all her belongings look like she was just here. You know, a less confident Argonian might start to take this personally. Not off the top of my head, but she can't be too far. It looks like she was just preparing a meal here, so perhaps she went looking for herbs? Let's search around. I think I know a spot. Elosi, we weren't doing anything.
You bring a stranger into my home, Noozle? An outsider entering my home unbidden seeks death. You only live because the annoying blacksmith who joins you is familiar to me. But this pause is a temporary state. Speak then. What is so urgent that you would break into my home? Distressing news. It seems my great fear has come to pass. Where then is Satul Sa? She would never leave the villages undefended. Even once we decided our time was at an end, she insisted on staying. Dead? Satul Sa? She was the smartest and wisest of us all. This is impossible. And yet, since Nuzul brought you, it must be true. The consequences of my selfish choice meant the death of my dear friend. Such a bitter lesson. You shall have my aid, if you perform a simple task. When I retired, I buried my blades deep in the ground. Go north to the ruins. Retrieve them for me so that I may avenge Satul Sa. Be warned, as I made certain they are well protected. My daggers represented a life I thought I left behind. If you are serious about my help, find them, bring them back, and I will become the sudden gust once more. You asked to hear a long tale, one that I do not wish to tell, and may not have the right to tell. Be satisfied with this. A tree is not merely its trunk or branches or roots. It is also its seed. And so a tree without seeds is nothing at all. Indeed, so it does. I may have failed it, but I cannot change the past. I can, however, change its future. With my weapons, I can fight this Nazosa and defend the stone wastes once more. What, may I ask, do you call that?
Ranja would call it fleeing with one's tail between one's legs.
Earning the trust of goblins is easier than earning the trust of
Let's go find someone to help.
But I almost got within shouting distance this time. Just need...
Enough, Landau. Our escort has arrived. Come over by the fire. I'll fill you in on the details.
What happened to reaching a peaceful resolution?
Sorry, Landau. We
won't
tried
be
it your
forgotten.
way. I'm not freezing to death out here over goblin diplomacy.
This one thinks the goblins aren't interested in what you have to say. We have that in common.
Rest in peace, brave rat.
course they have a trove.
No!
Your side.
Hello, what's this?
I'll be right by your side. Let's be careful. cache of daggers in the ruins. They must be Elosi's.
So, you have skills. You did let me sneak up. Let's scatter.
How can I help?
Your test is complete, and with barely a scale out of place. Impressive. Do you like my blades? The hilt is Kaguti bone, and Mirta himself enchanted them. Back when I could tolerate the withered toad. Of course I will. I was always going to. But I needed to see if you could fight by my side. Also, I wanted to finish my meal. I will meet you in the village center, unless you need something more from me. I see. You wish to bring us all back together. Well, a promise was made, and I will keep it. Go southeast to find the dingy hovel where Mirta resides. Look beneath the dirt and rock, and you'll find him. Just don't tell him I sent you.
I'll follow right along behind you.
Victory is cruel. Defeat is worse. What do you think you'll make with that?
I had heard that Myrta retreated to a cavern for solitude. Let's look near there, see if we can find any
That's
clues.
the last of them.
Like nothing I've seen. Perhaps more in the ruins. Do these runes have the same derivation? Maybe if I replace... Wait. What? Who are you? Why are you interrupting me? Leave here immediately! That sounds like a whole bunch of not my business. Can't you see I am busy with my studies here? I don't have time to involve myself in the toils of others. Satu Sa brought this on herself. Had she any sense of reason? Was I not clear? Have Nixads stolen my tongue? I said, be gone! Whatever their troubles are, I'm sure it looks much worse to you than it really is. My work, however, could change history. Go! Ka! You're seeking help from that drunken lout? You'd be better off on your own than with him. But if it gets you out of my scales, you can find him on the southwest edge of the forest near the cliffside.
So far, only half successful. Let's go find Otumira's hut. this is his hut. I'll go ahead and see if I can find him.
Don't eat the plate, too. No knives. Have you shouted? No.
Reachmen say that fires are only dangerous when they get bored. That's why we tell them stories and let them lick our food. Can I help you with something?
No response. I suppose Myrtal was right. This is the worst I have ever seen Otumi Rock yet. Maybe this is what happens when the life of the party no longer has something to celebrate. Let us see. Wait, I have an idea on how to snap him out of it. A briar that grows out this way might help. The seed is inedible and it smells awful, especially to Argonians. If we get a couple of those, the smell will overwhelm him and wake him up. If anything is going to work. I seem to remember a field of waking seeds grows to the east of here. Gather a handful, then come back. I will keep an eye on this hero of legends in the meantime. I should warn you, some creatures are...
That should come in handy. To rest on your laurels. I admire that.
You're back. There's, no change here. Archaic! I can already smell them on you. I do not even need to ask. Put them right up to Otumira's nose. Let him get a big old whiff. Well, the only plan I have next is gathering more seeds and shoving them right up his snout. He does not have a choice. Our village needs his help.
Oh, that is awful. Oh, what? Who are you? Oh, what horrific stench of dead mules and fried dung have you thrust upon me? All I wish is a gentle slumber under the open skies and upon the mud. Does not a retired fighter for peace deserve such rest? Speak, brigand! No, my greatest friend, and I hoped one day my mate, if she would ever agree. Dead? How can I bear such enormous tragedy as this? Lay the facts under the stone, stranger. Who has earned my unyielding, roiling anger? A battle against murderers and thieves. These are the types of trials I live for. Or at least I used to. I imagine you and the blacksmith wish to join my struggle for freedom and revenge. Join me. I must celebrate, my friend, and test your mettle. Join me inside. We'll see what you're made of.
Look here. The stranger's loss might be our gain.
Is it true that this Lotus Plague turned whatever it touched into a zombie?
My hands always seem to be cold.
All right, my newest friend. By joining me, you choose to engage in the challenge of my choice. Only through completing this test of your endurance and stamina shall I know your worth as a warrior. Do you believe yourself prepared? Oh, yes. I can sense that raging fire in your stout heart. I suspect you have slain many a foe in your travels. But if we are to go into battle together, I must put a fire in your belly as well. And so, we're going to do a drinking contest. What else? Show me that you hold the same strong will that makes for the greatest of warriors. Oh, chum, we shall see if you can withstand the greatest of Argonian ales and wines. Plus, this should help numb the rodents gnawing in my ear. The drinks are in front of me. You may choose what we drink. Be warned, mixing Argonian spirits can fell the stoutest outsider. If you do not believe yourself up to the task, you may leave now. Now choose a drink and get started.
All right, I'll give this a try. For the village, right? I don't feel so good.
A good start, but let's see how you do with even more. Bitter, isn't it? I make that myself from whatever I find around the hut. Repeat to yourself, my gullet feels no pain. Ha! Oh, I thought you'd fall to the ground. The final one, and still you stand. Impressive. Such strength, such power, such a stomach. I did not know they made outsiders who could stand against the might of Argonian ale. Would you like to continue? Not as part of the test, just for a wonderful time. Of course, I was always going to. This test was just to see if I would allow you to join me, or cut you down for waking me up. But you passed. Let us link arms and bring the fight to those who slew my dear son. 2 of the 3? Let me guess. Myrta refused. Do not be fooled. He has a good soul, but his mood is as legendary as my strength. Here, take my banner and place it on the cliff above my hut. He won't be able to stand knowing I'm going into a fight that he... Have no fear for the blacksmith. Some waking seeds shall fix him up.
What do you think you'll make with that? Oblivion, take you!
Still standing, chum? Legs aren't wobbling from fear or drink? No, I don't suppose I need worry about that for someone with your epic fortitude. Voss, do you see? The villagers join us. Our arrival gives them hope. This is your work. Ho ho, more than enough. These people feel a deep fire in their bellies, but someone needed to fan it until the flames shoot out their mouths. We have done this very thing. And with the addition of 3 winds of stone wastes, we are unbeatable. You're right, he isn't here with us, but make no mistake, I spent many turns of the season at his side. He's brash and filled with bees, but you'll find few with stronger character. He'll be here, if he isn't lurking around already.
Ah, you arrive. And you managed to rouse Tamriel. An impressive act, especially for an outsider such as yourself. I feel grateful for your efforts in bringing us back together. Now, however, we shall see how you fare in a fight. Of course I am. How silly to even ask. The winds of stone wastes have stood up to much worse than a flimsy army and a paper mud crab such as this warlord Nazosa. This will be no trouble. That is true. Perhaps you are right that I should not underestimate the danger that might be present behind those walls. But by the same token, he should not have killed one of our own. If he sought to frighten the winds, he failed.
It is good to see you. At least I think that is you. I could be having ale visions again. Anyway, you have done it. The winds have reunited, ready for battle. Because you convinced them. Well, 2 of them, at least. Well, as Tamriel carried me back to the village, we started discussing you, and how strong, courageous, and wise you are. And attractive, too. Did I mention that? We hoped you might join their assault on the ruins, help drive out Nazosa and his dry-scaled thugs. There needs to be a 4th wind. That's what the legend tells us. If you join them with this, they cannot fail. Plus, I will pay you more. Lead the charge when you are ready, outsider. The winds will be at your back.
Once again, I fight by your side, Tamriel. My scales have itched for this moment.
Let your blades sing their horrible song, Elosi. I delight in the tune.
We are under attack! Those dumb villagers think they can take us!
Ah, my friend!
Hold the line, you cowards!
I have need of you!
Protect those weapons!
Oh, I can feel the power surging in me once again. Such a battle. Do you think you can help me with this thing? In my youth, I could topple 3 such pillars with a swift kick. But all things age, even me. Why does anyone want to push anything over? To smash stuff, of course. You outsiders ask such ridiculous questions. I want the catapults below in splinters. So yes, I can push this most of the way. I just need your extra shove to finish the task. Oh, I was hatched ready, you hilarious Deek Biko. Here we go! Crushing like none other! Now hurry, seek out Nazosa.
Over here, quickly. Look. Up above us, prisoners from the village kept for sick entertainment. How many of them are thought dead, never to return home? I can release them, but I'll need... You see those pulleys up there? They control the cell doors. I can cut them, but someone needs to open the grate in front of them. Under the southwest tree, you'll find a crank. Turning it will open the grate. Then, I can free them. Don't worry. This I can manage. Just open the grate for me so I can work. Once you turn the crank, I can reach the other, and the cell should unlock.
Free. I never thought to see the day. Thank you.
Continue the fight. Remove these pests from our home.
Finally, you show. Boss, I have need of you. Perhaps you are surprised to see me here ahead of you? Mirtar has many secret abilities that baffle the unlearned. But you reached this far on your own, so I am impressed. I would ask your assistance in my attempts to clean out our... No, please. You knew I would show the moment you placed that banner. Did you really think I'd let Otumi Ra revel in all the glory by himself? Rubbish. He knows that he's useless without me here. I think I know how Nazosa killed Satul Sa. Do you see these weapons? Some mammal liquor enchanted them. With these, a handful of limp fins could fell the strongest of warriors. This is how they killed Satul Sa, and mean to kill the other winds. We destroy them, of course. But I need the binding word for the enchantment. I refuse to leave these weapons alone. So, you need to retrieve it. There's a library of sorts just to the east. Search through the books in there, and you should find it. Look for a scroll that was recently manhandled by brutes.
Reachmen say that fires are only dangerous when they get bored. That's why we tell them stories and let them lick our food. Is there something I can...
Finally, you show. But I have need of you. I should have come down here more often when I lived in the village. These tomes are out of date, certainly, but an interesting history. Well, I suppose we're in a battle and shouldn't delay. Did you find the binding word? Ah, astute. There is hope for you yet. I'll make sure these weapons trouble us no more. Now we can land the final blow, and the warlord won't have a counter. Remove his symbol of authority. Walk into his chambers and pull down his banners. That way, his troops will know he is broken. If they don't outright turn on themselves, they'll likely steal what they can and flee. Hired hands are fickle. Now then, let me see what I can do with these.
Think you can fight back? We took everything else. Time to take your lives!
Everyone for themselves. Grab what you can.
Man out.
No remorse! Keep moving! That was easy.
The village belongs to us again. Sing for the winds.
Here you stand, the stranger who drifted through the mud to save us. And to think, I assumed you were a crow come to pick our bones. We can live in peace once again. And the legend of the winds will continue. Who can ever guess the wind's direction? But I choose to believe so. We reminded them of their strength when they worked together. I do not think we will have much trouble rebuilding. Plenty of supplies in the marsh. And of course, we have the best blacksmith who ever wallowed to craft our tools. My spine feels electric from all this hope. After we rebuild the village and I know we are truly safe, I may start selling my wares in other towns. Go north to Dryskin Lands. I want to be like the winds, traveling around, taking in the sights, living a better life.
Over here. Let's talk.
This is a great area for harvesting.
Ready to make our way into hostile territory? We need to find this pit of the outsider, see if the vault is there, and reach the ambitions before the Order of the Waking Flame beats us to them. Well, you heard Governor Keshu. This is Sulzon territory. We want to avoid contact with this hostile tribe of Argonians if at all possible, but we need to reach the pit of the outsider. Also, another waking vision. Happened when I got here. I think that strange book is trying to tell me something. I saw these weird cubes with symbols on them. Symbols like the ones in the book I'm carrying. I'm not sure what it all means. I want to find the vault. With any luck, we're way ahead of Vandasi and his cultists. Maybe we can get in,
grab the weapons, and get back to Gideon before anyone even notices that we're around. Are you ready? Remember to avoid the Sulzan, but keep an eye out for the Waking Flame cultists. I wouldn't be surprised if we run into them before too long. Now, let's go find the pit of the... They've got to be somewhere. Besides, we don't know exactly what Van Dacia learned when he killed the councillors, or what he got out of the documents he stole from Leowyn. We have to assume he's on the same trail as we are. Just what you'd expect, I imagine. They are bloodthirsty savages who revere death and chaos, after all. Be ready to fight. That's all I'm saying. It's possible, I guess, but we haven't seen any evidence of that up to this point. Look, we won't find out any more if we just stand here and talk about it.
Even an old sack might have treasure inside.
Find anything? That should come in handy.
Hey, that shouldn't be there.
Ah, little mortals. Come speak to me. There you are, little mortal. It seems we once again find ourselves on the trail of the same mystery. I expect we can aid one another in the events that are about to unfold. Since we last met, I have been watching the activities of the Order of the Waking Flame. I followed a couple of their scouts to this location and discovered this charming Daedric vault. I believe the ambitions that you seek are locked inside. Unfortunately, the vault is warded like the Imperial annexes. Wards designed to repel Daedra, including me. Remove the wards and open the way, and we will both have our curiosity satisfied. Oh, and about that strange book. When the wood elf and I crossed paths when she first learned of Leovik's secret, I sensed something unusual about her. It's the book she carries. It's an ancient and powerful tome of questionable origin. I believe the book to be the Mysterium Xarxis, a tome penned by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Or so they say. Whatever the truth of its origins, the tome is both powerful and dangerous. Evely must place it on the lectern to disable the wards. I dealt with one of the scouts. She will not bother anyone again. The other may have slipped away while I was studying the vault's exterior. So I suggest you pick up the pace. The cultists could return in force at any moment. Remember, while the wards are in place, none of us can enter the vault. Use the book the wood elf carries to disable them and open the way. Once the wards are down, I shall meet you inside. Now hurry! The waking flame could arrive at any moment. You cannot see it. The exquisite workmanship. The otherworldly crafting. This vault was not forged by mortal hands. In fact, I believe it was constructed in the lava crucibles of the Deadlands. It was definitely built to contain something powerful. Curiosity, little mortal. How else am I to fill the endless days of immortality? I collect secrets, and I long to learn the truth of emperors and their mysterious bargain with the Prince of Destruction. Now, go deal with it. Need is such a specific word. I do not need anything, little mortal. I am quite content to find a new distraction and leave your pitiful world to the Prince of Destruction. However, if you do decide to open the vault, I shall aid you as I can. The wards not only serve as powerful locks, they are designed to specifically keep Daedric entities such as myself from passing through them. While merely an annoyance for a mortal, to me, the wards are deadly. Enough. The Daedric vault awaits. Dagonists and Dremora familiar with such things say it was scribed in the deserts of the Deadlands. I did some research after I sensed the Wood Elf had it. An artifact of great and evil power, it is said that merely handling it could be dangerous. That I do not know. Artifacts related to Daedric princes often possess a corrupting influence. At the least, she will probably feel a sense of discomfort if she hasn't experienced it already. She should guard it well, but tread carefully. You cannot...
All right, I'm placing the book as Lyrinth suggested. You check out those cubes.
Even an old sack might have treasure inside. Anything useful?
Look at this place.
Well done, little mortal. Now I must explore.
We open the door and Lyrinth just rushes ahead without us? Figures. Well, I guess we should start looking around too. It all comes back to Emperor Leovic's secret. How he hid the four ambitions before Varen reached Imperial City and killed him. We don't know exactly what these four ambitions are, but the documents indicated they're Daedric weapons of some sort. Yup, and Lyrinth thinks they could arrive here at any moment. Let's look around. Oh hey, one more thing. The book sort of started to tingle the moment we entered the vault. Just thought you should know. The Mysterium what now? Never mind, I can worry about that later. Right now we have a job to do. I want to find out what's so important that Leovic had to stick it in a warded and sealed Daedric vault. I suppose the book started this whole quest. I found it in the Longhouse Emperor's old retreat. It's full of Daedric symbols and strange markings. Carrying it around, it feels like a burden. Heavy, oppressive. And now it's tingling. It feels like anticipation. Like the book wants to be here or something. Look, I've had some dark dreams since I found the book and those waking visions. But this is the first time... I don't know, like it wants something? Like I didn't have nightmares before I knew that. It's not talking to me, not with words. But I can feel it, like it's waking up. And while I've had similar sensations since I found it, the tingling really became intense when we entered this place.
You're planning to eat that, right? Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
Are we still inside the vault? This doesn't look like Blackwood to me. Uh-oh. Another warded door ahead of us. There's another ward on the door ahead. Ready to see if we can open it? Only one way to find out. I'll place the book on the lectern. Then we'll see what happens. Then here we go. The book is really tingling. Get ready to turn the cubes after I place it on the lectern. The book. It's almost as though it wants to help us open the door. Never mind. We need to lower that drawbridge. a lever or a switch around here someplace.
Get out of there! Clear, go ahead! Huzzah!
Now we can get across. Really? Lava and an ominous sky? Oblivion stuff is weird.
That might have been excessive.
Sort of pretty. Disturbing and terrifying, but pretty.
Always ready to...
Help me.
I'm ready to face anything.
Wondering where you had gotten to. I need you once again.
What did I miss?
Little mortal, I can proceed no farther. Another ward bars my way. Deal with it, will you? Yes, this interior is littered with the damn nuisances. Disrupt it so that we can continue our search. I do not believe we have much time before the Dagonists arrive. Very perceptive. The construction is imbued with a magic that allows the vault to behave as if it were a small pocket of oblivion. In a way, I suppose it is. Those exterior portions you pass through, that's where the Deadlands and Nirn coexist. It's all part of Mehrunes Dagon's master plan. He believes Nirn belongs to him, and he has long sought a way to combine his Oblivion realm with the mortal world. Perhaps the ambitions are another step in that direction. Now, open the door.
Another ward. Damn! I'll place the book. You turn the cubes. That did something. Good job. Keep going. That looks right. I wonder what they mean. The ward's down! You did it! Now, let's see what's so important it needed all this protection.
More dramatic, Destron. More panache.
Kalia, just make sure it actually looks like me this time.
Oh, brother. I always capture the real you.
People?
We serve the twins.
Who are these intruders?
I sense the cultists. They're close. Wood Elf, check the other side of those doors.
Careful, brother. They look dangerous.
Dangerous? We're heroes! All right, Lyrinth. I'll scout ahead. You talk to them, partner.
I felt something strange, like glass shattering in the distance. Who are you, and why have you disrupted the wards? The four ambitions? A curious phrase. Pray tell, what are these four ambitions you seek? Weapons? We have no weapons here, at least none that I'm aware of. Feel free to look around if you like. Perhaps you'll find what you're looking for. Perhaps not.
Explore our segment.
Destron says my talent has improved.
you mind? Those are my personal thoughts.
Interesting. A totem revering Mehrunes Dagon, I believe.
Hey! We've got trouble! I need you!
See to Evelyn. I shall get...
Vandasia's cultists have arrived. We need a plan. Portals opened all around me, and suddenly there were cultists everywhere. Portals opened all around me. Well, we did take down all the wards that protected this place. I put arrows in as many of Vandasia's crazies as I could, but the rest of them scattered.